Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5:30 during yesterday's storms that swept across the bluegrass areas of Bourbon County were hit pretty hard. We've got crews there to show us a look at the damage.
And it's all coming up on WKYT This Morning. Also, we now know more information about a crash in Scott County that killed 3 people. The latest on that coming up this morning.
And court documents released today will show the details surrounding a rape case involving a UK football player. These stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT this morning.
Hello there, good morning and welcome. We're so glad you're with us on WKYT. Hope you and your family are safe and that you don't have a lot of damage around, as some in the area will have to assess that today. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It was looking a little dicey there for a while last night.
It certainly was. And it was one of those things, as Micah will tell us, where, you know, there were some areas really under the gun for hour after hour, and then some portions of the viewing area were probably saying, what storms? Let's check in with him. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday morning where it was very isolated, and it was isolated, but where it was isolated at, it was extremely active because you got one storm after another, after another, after another. First Alert Defender Live Radar, there's not much going on right now, and it was really this area right through here that just got the brunt of this, and it was hour after hour. I mean, I would say about 4 or 5 hours straight, you saw that region pick up thunderstorms one after another, and it really put down some pretty nasty damage too. Hopefully things are going to get squared away today. You got a good day in store to actually do some of that cleanup. We're starting off in the 50s this morning, maybe a little fog. By the afternoon, you're sitting there in the upper 60s, so good news for you guys. Keeneland goers kicks back off today. 63 there by 1 p.m. It feels really good today, and it looks good too. So I don't see any issues whatsoever. Enjoy it today, and you better go today, because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah, it doesn't look too good. And I'll show you that 7-day forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
All right, that's the word. Enjoy today's weather. After last night's storms, counties across the Commonwealth saw quite a bit of damage, and one of the worst hit areas was over in Bourbon County.
There were many downed trees, damaged homes, possibly a tornado. WKYT's Sean Moody is live from a road that was actually shut down for cleanup. Sean, what's the extent of the damage?
Oh, Rebecca, right now I'm being told there are about 2 houses in the area behind me that are probably destroyed. I'm at Kingsley Court and Vine Street. You can see behind me police have the road blocked off. They say the bulk of the damage is just beyond that point in the Claysville neighborhood. Now, in that area, police say there are power lines down, but they do believe power is off to the area, so they believe those lines are safe. It's been shut down and evacuated since last night. Part of that area also includes an apartment complex that's been evacuated. Police also tell me that a shelter is set up at Bourbon County High School. Other people have been put up in hotel rooms by the Red Cross. Also, Paris Independent Schools, they say, provided bus services to get those people out of here. Again, sadly, as I said just a second ago, police tell me 2 houses in the Claysville neighborhood are probably destroyed, and they say several others have major damage. Of course, we showed you that video last night of that eyewitness video of what certainly appeared to be a funnel cloud in the area. Not only were high winds a problem, people who live around here say hail was all over the place.
It started hailing real bad. It looked like snow, actually. It was hailing so bad that little pea-sized hail.
Now, right now, Claysville neighborhood is shut down between here at Kingsley Court all the way back to the 14th Street Viaduct. Police say they expect it to be shut down for a while longer. They say once the sun comes up, cleaning crews should be able to get their work done a whole lot faster. Live in Bourbon County, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. It also sounds like daybreak is going to give crews an opportunity to see more of the damage, and it looks like it's going to be extensive. Parts of northern Kentucky also reported damage from last night's storms. This is what Maysville looked like from the air last night after a storm moved through. Police say strong winds caused 3 tractor trailers to turn over, and gas pumps from the Road Ranger gas station near the AA highway were tossed out into the road. Some cars parked at that gas station also had extensive damage. The awning seems to have held. Police also reported downed trees and power lines all around the Maysville area.
Well, many of you have been sharing your eyewitness pictures of the storms. Take a look at this picture from Ann in Georgetown showing off some golf ball sized hail. Many in Montgomery County experienced the very same thing. Lauren sent us also a picture there showing a comparison. We appreciate all the pictures all you viewers have sent us. If you'd like to share, just look for the Eyewitness tab on WKYT.com, or you can post them to Facebook or Twitter. Well, Scott County had a large share of that bad weather, may have been to blame for a wreck that killed 3 people yesterday.
Very sad circumstances. This morning we have learned more about one of the victims of the crash who lost her husband and son. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live from UK Hospital with that information. Whitney, good morning.
Good morning. A woman who gave birth right after this accident is now recovering here at UK Hospital along with her daughter and another victim. The crash happened just after 3 o'clock yesterday on Kentucky 227 between Stamping Ground and Georgetown. Deputies say 4 people were in a Ford Explorer, 22-year-old Trevor Spencer, his pregnant wife, and 2 children. Their SUV collided head-on with a Ford Mustang. 29-year-old Corey Wilcoxon was the driver of that car, and his daughter was a passenger. Deputies say one of these vehicles crossed the center line in a curve, and the 2 vehicles crashed head-on. Spencer, his 3-year-old son Skylar Spencer, and Wilcoxon all died at the scene. According to our partners at the Herald Leader, the pregnant woman was taken here to University of Kentucky Chandler Hospital with her newborn and another child, a daughter. They both did not have any life-threatening injuries. Wilcoxon's daughter was also taken here to UK, and she is expected to recover as well. Now, deputies tell us that yesterday's severe weather was a likely factor in this accident. Live at UK Hospital, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Whitney, thank you. We have learned new details this morning surrounding the arrest of a UK football player who is charged with rape. According to court documents, Lloyd Tubman called a woman he knew from the lobby of her dorm saying he wanted to talk. The victim says that once they got into her room, Tubman made several sexual advances at her, even though she repeatedly turned him down. At one point, the victim told police that Tubman pinned her down and that she bit him to try and get away. But police say Tubman bit her back, leaving marks on her. Tubman is due in court to answer to the charge today. UK athletics officials say Tubman has also been suspended indefinitely from the team.
This means that for the second straight week, UK football coach Mark Stoops dealing with an off-the-field issue. Stoops said he learned of the charge facing the defensive end last Thursday. Tubman is a highly touted freshman out of Louisville, Seneca. He hasn't played in a game this year, though. Stoops said it was a difficult meeting last Thursday.
It was difficult. I'm not so much concerned about myself in that situation, but really it was very difficult to meet with Lloyd and meet with his mother, and you know, to see again somebody in your program hurting, and I feel for all parties.
Tubman is still lodged in the Fayette County Detention Center.
New this morning, police say that a man was shot in the leg here in Lexington late last night. It happened in the 600 block of Ohio Street. Lexington police say that a man was walking down Ohio around 11:30 last night when someone shot him in the leg. He was taken to UK Hospital and has non-life-threatening injuries. Police believe that 2 men and a woman are potential suspects, but they don't have detailed suspect descriptions at this time.
New this morning, a father and son are dead after a head-on crash in McCreary County. It happened on US 27 in the Pine Knot community at about 9:45 last night. According to the coroner, a Chevy Trailblazer crossed the median and hit a car head-on. A father and son were in that car. One died at the scene. The other was flown to UT Medical Center, where he later died. The driver of the Trailblazer was also flown to UT Medical Center with life-threatening injuries. State troopers now looking into what exactly caused the crash. As the American-led coalition carries out new airstrikes against Islamic State militants in Syria, Kentucky voters have weighed in. A WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll finds support for airstrikes. Ground attacks are a whole different story. Turkey says ISIS is close to capturing a Syrian border town, which has caused hundreds of thousands of people to flee. So forces have started bombing ISIS targets in neighboring Iraq. Those bombings started in August. Our poll finds that nearly 80% of Kentucky voters support airstrikes, but when it comes to sending in ground troops, only 37% approve. 57% of voters disapprove of the president's handling of foreign policy. Well, after years of debate, city leaders in Berea have rejected a fairness ordinance that would have prohibited discrimination against those in the LGBT community. Leaders voted 5-3 not to pass that measure at a city council meeting last night. This is according to our news partners at the Lexington Herald Leader. One councilwoman said she voted no because she feared pricey legal battles. She also questioned the need for another protected class. Council chambers were filled and dozens of others packed a service station next door to watch the decision via television.
There's a new app on the market geared at helping you track down food truck vendors, and it was created right here in Lexington. That free app uses GPS to display real-time locations of nearby food trucks. While it's only working in Lexington right now, the website says that it will soon launch all across the country. Operators can even customize a special profile for their truck and display a menu, hours, or prices. The app launched about a month ago.